Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
He feels so left out. Look at him. Poor him. Poor baby couldn't get to be an accomplice. Oh, woe is me.
I'm so lonely.
Danganronpa.
Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Kokukimi and Kunitsu are here with guest Ryan and we're continuing Danganronpa 2. So, what was your answer to Mahiro's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiro was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiro Koizumi.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict the other evidence? This letter, doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiro had? About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Mahiro's letter said to me at 2:30 p.m., but in Hiyoko's letter, about what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off!
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing.
Certainly suspicious.
That's strange.
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge?
そうか。きっとその手紙はどっちも犯人が捏造したものだったんだろうな。
Must have forged both letters.
二人の行動を操るために犯人が捏造した。
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
確かにその可能性は高そうじゃぞ。実際にこの2通の手紙を見比べてみると。
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters,
おお、やはり筆跡がほぼ同じだ。文章の内容も酷似しておるしの。
confirmed, just as I assumed. The handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
直接言おうと思ってたけど見当たらなかったのでポストに入れておくね。
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person. I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox.
でも私たちが会うのを邪魔しようとしている人がいるみたい。
This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting.
だから待ち合わせの件は内緒ね。
And this
私た
part.
ちもそれまでは会わないようにしよう。
Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
そのどちらもが犯人の捏造したもの。
The killer forged both of these letters.
そうやって西園寺と小泉を意のままに操ったか。まるで魔界のくぐつしだな。
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
私はそれにまんまと騙されて、それでお姉を殺した犯人に。
So they completely tricked me. And then, Mahiru's killer.
ひどいよ。
How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
そうだよ。本当にひどい話だよ。
Really? This is really terrible.
あれだけ言ったのに、今回の犯人は僕に何の相談もしてくれなかった。
I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
けど
He feels so left out. Look at him. Poor him. Poor baby couldn't get to be an accomplice. Oh, woe is me.
I'm so lonely. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
油断してるとすぐにこれっす。
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. Oh.
で軽く殴り殺しとくか。
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
で
Okay.
But lightly.
この手紙通りに
I can just imagine like Ibuki like looking longingly and all the pictures that have like, you know, X's on them, and whenever she's like, I could, if I could just trade places. I could just trade podiums if only I could.
Teru Teru now.
That's my name.
Ah. So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
大事なのはその続きだ。一体そこで何があったのだ。
What's most important is what happened afterwards. What on earth happened there?
寝ちゃった。
I fell asleep.
寝ちゃうんですか。
Why'd you fall asleep?
私だって寝たくて寝たわけじゃないよ。多分薬みたいのを嗅がされたんだと思う。
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
And Akane's just like, no, you probably just smelled yourself.
Just strike her, yeah. Medicine?
その薬ってもしかしてドラッグストアから調達したんですかね？
Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
前から危ないなって思ってたんですよ。
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines just laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Eek! I'm sorry.
で、起きたらいつの間にか狭いクローゼットの中に押し込まれ
When
て
I woke up, I was inside a small closet.
慌てて出たら
Like a real one.
そこに
And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
で、取り乱してビーチハウスから逃げ出したってとこに
And
繋がる
that's
わ
why
けです
you
か。
ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
怖かったんだよ。とっても怖くて。
I was scared. I was really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help but...
犯人は最初から西園寺さんを犯人に仕立て上げようとしてたんだろうね。
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
そのために被害者より先に西園寺さんを呼び出してクローゼットで眠らせておいたんだよ。
And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
小泉の死体でドアを塞いだのも西園寺に証拠の足跡を残させることが目的か。
So the reason for blocking the door of Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
何もかも西園寺さんを犯人に仕立て上げるためだったんですね。
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
Well then, I think I know who the killer is now, but I still don't understand the why. Like when we started this trial, my candidates I think I mentioned were Fujihiko, but even then I was kind of about him because of what everyone's been saying. It's a bit too obvious, and since we started out the trial with the host sister thing, yeah, that dropped very quickly. And then there was Sonia, but that was just because I could not track her movements and she had the swimsuit, and there were also swimsuits in the closet. Gundam, also because I could not track his movements. And Peko, also because I could not track her movements. So I'm pretty sure it's Peko, since she's the one who first accused Hiyoko. And then there was that line that Hinata said about how he felt that this was being directed by someone. But yeah, I think he was the first one to bring that up and kind of point out all the things that everyone's talking about now as things the killer did. The only thing I remember about Peko is that she claimed she was swimming from one island to the next. But yeah, there's no way to account for that.
Ask the fishes.
ひどいよ。私は何も悪いことしてないのに。大好きな小泉を
That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mahiru's killer.
西園寺さん、もう泣かないでください。私たちはあなたのことを信じていますから。
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
そんな簡単に信じちまっていいのかよ。
Anime noise. Really okay to believe her so easily. She might be faking those tears, you know. I'm so set on this bitch being the killer, trust me, I am right. My name is Kuzuryu and I am correct. I have asserted this so many times in this trial.
This will never end if you keep being so strange and suspicious!
それが学級裁判ってやつなんじゃねえのか
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
生き残るための唯一の方法
The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other like edgelords. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
そりゃ違うよクズユ君
Yeah, yeah.
ここは疑い合う場所じゃなくて協力し合う場所だよ
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
I mean, that means so much coming from you.
He
You're
wants to
supposed
work
to-
with a killer, so...
場所が学級裁判なんだ
That's true.
The class trials where we cooperate with each other, work hard and aim for victory.
犯人とそれ以外のみんな二つに分かれた希望がたった一つだけの希望をつかみ
The
取ろう
killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
Hide that
その
boner.
希望同士のぶつかり合いこそが美しいんだそれが学級裁判
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion! That is what a class trial should be.
だからおめえはどっち側のスタンスなんだって
Seriously, which side are you on?
僕はどんな絶望でも打ち破る絶対的な希望の味方
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
そしてその絶対的な希望は希望
And I
同士の
believe
ぶ
that
つかり合いの
absolute
先
hope
にこそあるはずなんだ
exists at the point where two hopes clash.
白でも黒でもないグレーの立場そして勝利も求めず生も求めるとは
His stance is neither white nor black, but gray. Stop beating him. And you do not yearn for your life or even for victory.
明確に敵を名乗ってくれた方がまだ信用できるっすよ
I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Wait, let me move. I'm Mahiru now.
やめようこまえだの
Huh?
ことをいちいち真に受けても時間の無駄だ
No, nothing.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing that Giro says is a waste of time.
問題は小泉を殺した犯人が誰かということじゃ
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiro's killer is.
きっと西園寺さんが話してくれた中に新しい手がかりがあるはずです
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us.
ですからここは西園寺さんの言葉を信じてもう一度みんなで話し合ってみましょう
So, let us believe Hiyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
信じることを前提で進める議論ですね
Ryan!
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 Ryan dead. Monokuma got to him.
Fuyuhiko killed Ryan.
No!
Ryan!
Oh my god. Okay, hi! Yep, the debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other.
そうですねそれが正しい
Good job! That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork!
どうですかモノクマ反対側の
Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want!
グーしかグー。
He's sleeping!
Kick everyone kill him!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other. The only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Edge. The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is my hero's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Ooh, break time.
Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now.
Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is?
If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair.
You can't! That's seriously a big no-no!
But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation.
Who's the club president?
So, without further ado, the answer is...
Yeah, you can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears!
Correct! You say nanu in German when you're surprised.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. I'm Monomi, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone, do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly, Coco.
Okay.
ひよこちゃんの言うことを信じるとして、
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
犯人の目的が西園寺さんを罠にはめることなら、そこで使われたものが手がかりになるんじゃないかな。
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
例の手紙のことか？
Do you mean the letter?
じゃなくて、グミの方かな。
No, it was probably the gummy.
は？お菓子が手がかりになるのか？
Huh? Candy can be a clue? Well, I kinda ate that gummy.
ねえ、西園寺さんがクローゼットで目を覚ました時って、
The one that was on the floor?
グミってあったの？
Yeah, can't let food go to waste. Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
あ、そういえばなかった気がする。
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
やっぱりね。
Just as I thought.
やっぱりって？
Just as you thought? Mind sharing with the class?
西園寺さんがいる間に捏造の証拠を置いても、彼女に見つかったら捨てられちゃうもん。
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, he would have thrown it away if she found it.
つまりクローゼットにグミが置かれたのは西園寺がビーチハウスから逃げ出した後ということか。
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house.
犯人は現場に戻ってきたの？私が出てった後で？
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
そんな面倒なことをせずともビーチハウスのどこかに隠れていればいい話だ。
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
無理だよ。あそこには隠れる場所なんてないもん。
That's impossible. There's nowhere to hide.
シャワールームだって逃げるときにちょっと覗いたけど、でも誰も
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
That's actually kind of brave. I would have just gone out, not checked anything.
じゃあ、やっぱ戻ってきたってことか？
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
どっちだろうね。
I wonder.
でも、その問題の答えが事件の真相につながってる気がするよ。
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. And that's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, let's just stop Danganronpa.
Okay. What should we play, guys?
So many good options.
How about Twilight Murder Case or whatever?
Alright, yeah, let's go boot that back.
That's my favorite
Twilight
game.
into a murder case. Let's get that up.
If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive.
Ooh.
During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain.
Here's that thing.
That thing.
All of this. Oh my god. Oh.
Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. When did this game come out?
2012.
2012. Let me check something real quick.
2012?
Let me see when.
2013.
I thought 2010 was Danganronpa 1.
No,
Alright.
but like 20. No. Because I got it for. Oh, but then again, I think the English version came out like a year later.
Alright, well, never mind. I was. Because this is sounding an awful lot like something that a gimmick they started using in Dual Destiny, so then I was like, wait, which one came out first? But this one came out first.
Because yeah, no, because I bought it. I remember because I bought it when it came out. Because like it came out like just when I arrived to Canada.
Release date July 2012.
You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. Oh boy. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal.
I actually really like this one, but I think it might be.
Very awkward. These are very awkward. Alright. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during the logic dive, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Have fun, Coco. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it.
Cowabunga, Hinata.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. So that's brake, that's jump, that's accelerate. Okay.
Gotta go fast, Coco.
Question one, when did the killer arrive at the beach? I can't remember. Four. Can someone read the questions for me when they appear?
Yeah, sure. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious?
This is very weird.
Rainbow! You did it!
Yay! They get worse.
I don't think it was bad, it was just weird. Like, why?
Patty.
You don't dive in a flying board in your brain when you're trying to reach logical decisions?
No, I'm on a motorcycle like most normal people.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
And with that,
I love how she calls it out.
Yeah. Like, what was he doing during all that time? Just leaning over his podium with like this look of consternation on his face and sweat dripping down his body. But yes, with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, what are you saying? Your house? Obvious much? What's obvious?
참. 야, 너네 다 저리 비켜. 애가 겁먹잖아. 왜 괜히 분위기 험악하게 만들고 그러냐?
Damn. Hey, you guys move over. He's getting scared. Why are you guys intimidating him? Clearly he needs a strong man like me. Shit, bet. Is this the same guy who was like crying for him last time?
I hope so.
Oh my god.
Yonho, don't worry. I'll take care of everything for you.
Oh my god, all the boys are thirsty for him too. I love it.
그래 그래. 아이 사내 대장부가 울면 안 되지. 물론 뭐. 저기 마녀를 예쁘가. 야, 이 사전 이거 누가 던졌어?
Yeah, a man shouldn't cry. Of course, compared to those witches, you're way more Ow! Hey, who threw this dictionary? Punishment for a pervert. Oh god.
아유, 변태라니.
What do you mean, pervert? Why does he remind me of Red? I can't understand what the hell everyone's saying. They are speaking in human language, but I can't follow their conversation at all. All I can hear are the words of pervert and house. For some reason, I'm more worried about this situation than Yonho crying. So I was just about to get through the crowd of those weird kids and approach Yonho. Oh, suddenly a familiar figure swooshed by me.